Now let's learn how to crochet the front band and collar. Crochet back and forth along the side edges of the front and back bodies. Now, let's show. I'll continue to demonstrate using a swatch. With the right side of the piece facing you, start crocheting from the third section of the hem on one side. Insert the hook into the edge stitch. For half double crochets, insert the hook through the entire stitch. Pull the yarn through. Make 3 chains to start. Continue in the same stitch. Work 1 more double crochet. Then insert into the turning chain of the adjacent row. Make 1 double crochet. Next, continue along the third section. Work a double crochet into each starting chain, and half double crochet along the edge. My swatch has fewer rows here. When you reach a side double crochet, pick up the double crochet to work. After completing, move to the second section. Pick up the starting chain and make 1 double crochet. Then the adjacent row is a single crochet. Pick up 2 strands from the side edge. Or pick up the stitch and work 1 double crochet. Next, the adjacent row has a turning chain. Work 2 double crochets. The side edge has a single crochet. Work 1 double crochet into each. Then for the next adjacent row with a turning chain, work 1 double crochet. Continue crocheting along the second section. You can also make 1 stitch at the sewing position. After finishing, work double crochets along the side edge of the first section. Then reach the front body motif position. First, pick up the chain spaces and stitches of the motif to crochet. The adjacent chain spaces of the 2 motifs should be worked as double crochet decreases. Below, everyone first complete the crocheting at motif 1 position. After completing, move to the motif 2 position. Continue crocheting along the chain spaces and stitches. Complete the crocheting at motif 2 position. Pay attention, at the corresponding position of motif 2, you also need to work a double crochet 2 in 1. After completing, reach the motif 3 position. First, crochet along the stitches on the side edge. When reaching the starting chain position, make 1 double crochet into the starting chain space. Next, continue to complete the crocheting at motif 3 position. After finishing, crochet along the shoulder part. Below, everyone continue using the same method. Refer to the chart and continue crocheting along the back shoulder part. And then the other side front body and hem. Note, when crocheting to the other side of motif 3, if you encounter carried yarn on the side edge, weave it in together as you crochet. After completing, row 1 is done. Now let's work row 2. Make 2 chains as beginning chain. Turn the work. Then refer to the pattern. Continue crocheting up to the stitch before the DC 2 in 1 from the previous row. Note, when crocheting on the wrong side, work the stitch pattern opposite to the chart. After completing, work 2 back post double crochets in this stitch, with 2 chains between. Then continue following the chart. Finish crocheting this row. Note, when you reach the other side of motif 2, also work 2 slip stitches in the same stitch, with 2 chains between. Ending with 1/2 double crochet. This completes row 2. Now continue following the chart. Finish crocheting the remaining rows of the front band. Let me explain here. In row 3, except for the beginning and end, you basically alternate crocheting front post double crochets and back post double crochets. When you reach the chain space between slip stitches, work the corresponding number of double crochets there. On row 4, when you reach the position corresponding to motif 2, still work chains between 2 slip stitches as chain spaces. And on this row, when crocheting the right front band, start leaving a buttonhole at the position corresponding to motif 2, which means working a chain space, with the number of stitches underneath matching the required count. The number of stitches between buttonholes can be referred to in the chart, or adjusted according to your preference. On the next row, when you reach the chain position, simply crochet into the chain space. For the remaining rows, please complete them on your own. That concludes the front band and collar. Next, we'll learn how to crochet the sleeves. There are 2 identical sleeves, each divided into the sleeve body and the cuff. First, crochet the sleeve body in rounds along the armhole edge. After completing that, crochet the cuff. The new stitch technique used is treble crochet decrease. Now, let's start with the first round. Join yarn into the chain space corresponding to the underarm motif. Make 3 chains as beginning chain. Then crochet the chain and leaf. Once completed, we reach the junction of 3 motifs. First, work an incomplete double crochet in the chain space of the underarm motif. Then work an incomplete double crochet in the chain space of the adjacent motif, and continue as instructed. Work an incomplete treble crochet, yarn over the hook twice, insert into, pull the yarn through, yarn over and draw through the first 2 loops. Repeat twice. This is an incomplete treble crochet. Continue in the chain space of the adjacent motif. Work an incomplete double crochet, then yarn over and draw through all loops in once. Treat the completed stitch as a cluster pattern. Next, continue along the chain spaces of the motif. Work a leaf and chain stitches. Then reach the chain spaces of 2 motifs. First work a double crochet in this space. Then work a treble crochet decrease. First in these 2 chain spaces, work an incomplete treble crochet in each. Then yarn over and draw through all loops in once. This completes 1 treble crochet decrease. Continue by working a double crochet in the same chain space. Next, continue completing the motif position. Now reach the shoulder part position. Work 3 double crochets along the edge of the shoulder part. To form 1 leaf. Then along the back body side edge, work 3 double crochets. To form 1 leaf. Next, continue following the chart. Work this round completely. Pay attention to work treble crochet decreases at the corresponding positions. And cluster patterns. Finally, into the space of the beginning, work another 2 double crochets. Then slip stitch. Secure the yarn tail. This completes round 1. Now start crocheting round 2. Join yarn in the chain space. Then work a leaf and chain stitches. When you reach the corner position, work 1 DC3 tog here. Then continue crocheting chains and leaves. Work this round completely. Note: at the corner on the other side, also work a cluster stitch. After finishing, join with a slip stitch. Pull tight. Secure the yarn tails. This completes round 2. Now let's crochet round 3 as well. Simply pull the yarn through directly, then start crocheting. Next, we'll work round 4. First, pull the yarn through the corresponding stitch. Make 3 chains to start. Then work 1 chain space. After that, alternate crocheting double crochets and chains. Work this round completely. On the last stitch, carry the yarn across. After completing, join with a slip stitch and pull tight. Secure the yarn tail. This completes round 4. Now let's crochet round 5. Pull the yarn through. Make 1 beginning chain. Then work single crochets and chains. Work this round completely. After finishing, join with a slip stitch and pull tight. This completes round 5. Now let's crochet round 6. Continue with the previous yarn. Make 3 chains as beginning chain. Then skip 1 chain space. In the next base chain space, work a double crochet. Then work 3 chains. Then pick up this double crochet and work 3 double crochets. The crocheted stitches in this chain space count as 1 cluster. Then skip 1 single crochet. Work a double crochet. This round alternates by crocheting the pattern in the corresponding chain spaces. Work double crochets over the single crochets. Work this round completely. After completing the last cluster, join with a slip stitch and pull tight. Secure the yarn tail. This completes round 6. Now let's crochet round 7. Hook the yarn out in the beginning chain of the previous round. Make 3 chains as beginning chain. Pay attention, don't pull the yarn too tight. Then work 2 chains. Next, pick up 2 strands from the chain of the cluster and make a single crochet. Then work 2 chains. Then work a double crochet in the double crochet stitch. Then work 2 chains. Continue with a single crochet in the adjacent group. 2 chains. Work a double crochet in the double crochet stitch. Work this round completely. Finish with a slip stitch and pull tight. The 7th round is now completed. Next, follow the method from rounds 4 to 7. Complete the remaining rounds of the sleeve body. Pay attention, color changes are needed during the crocheting process. Now you can finish it on your own. That's all for the sleeve body. Next, let's learn how to crochet the cuff edge. Here I'll use a finished product to explain. Crochet in rounds along the sleeve body. First, work double crochets into the chain spaces of the last round of the sleeve body and part of the closed stitches. For the following rounds, alternate crocheting front post double crochets and back post double crochets. Crochet in rounds here. All crocheting is done on the right side. No need to work opposite stitch techniques. For the large size, decrease stitches are required in the second round of the cuff. I'll demonstrate how to work this stitch. Yarn over, insert the hook into 2 double crochets at the same time. Then work a front post double crochet. This is the method for decreasing stitches. Now you can finish crocheting the sleeve edge on your own. That concludes the explanation for the sleeve edge. And that completes the sleeves as well. Finally, let's make the decorations, which consist of acorns, leaves and buttons. The acorn is shown in chart form. Next, I'll first teach you how to read the chart. In the chart, R plus number indicates the round number. H plus number indicates the row number. The column labeled increases and decreases explanation shows the stitch techniques needed for that round. When crocheting that round, including any increases or decreases, the total stitches column shows the total number of stitches after completing all stitches in that round. First, let's learn how to make the acorn. It consists of the main part, the acorn cap, and the acorn stem. The main part starts with a magic ring. Crocheting in rounds counterclockwise. Stuff appropriately with fiber fill as you go. After completing the main part, crochet the acorn cap and acorn stem. The new stitch techniques used are single crochet increase and single crochet decrease. Now, let's show. Take the yarn. Start with an adjustable magic ring. Casting on complete. Move on to the first round. Work 1 chain as the turning chain of single crochet. Does not count as a stitch? Then work 4 single crochets into the ring. Pull tight the starting tail. Tighten the center of the piece. Then join with the first stitch. Slip stitch to connect. The joining slip stitch does not count as a stitch. Need to pull tight. The slip stitch is not indicated in the form. When crocheting in rounds, always finish by joining with a slip stitch and tighten. So the first round is done. We take the clearer texture side of the first round as the right side. That is, the side facing you. The other side is the wrong side. Now crochet round 2. First make a chain stitch to begin. This beginning chain is not indicated in the form. When crocheting in rounds, each round starts with a beginning chain. The turning chain for single crochet does not count as a stitch. Gently tighten it slightly. Next in the form is X, V, times 2. Here the parentheses mean a group. Times number means repeat the stitch pattern inside the parentheses that many times. First make a single crochet. Then make a single crochet increase, which means 2 single crochets into the same stitch. One group of stitches is complete. Let me demonstrate another group. First a single crochet. make a single crochet increase on the left stitch. The second group of stitches is complete. Everyone can check the stitch count. The total stitches for each round are clearly marked in the corresponding chart. From now on I won't mention it again. And remember to keep the right side facing out. Then join with a slip stitch in the first stitch. Pay attention. At the end of each round, you must join with a slip stitch to the first stitch. Slip stitch completed. Pull tight. That completes round 2. Now let's crochet round 3. Make 1 beginning chain. I'll emphasize again, when crocheting in rounds, you always start with a beginning chain. Gently tighten it slightly. From now on I won't repeat this anymore. The chart shows BLO 6V. BLO means back loop only. First, take a look. The stitch has these 2 strands. The strand closer to you is the front loop. The other one is the back loop. Meaning we'll work into the back loops only for this entire round. Crochet single crochet increases one after another. Pay attention to the back loop of the first stitch. Because of the slip stitch, the yarn segment is slightly shorter. Everyone finish this round. Finally join with a slip stitch. The third round is complete. The next 2 rounds, the stitch techniques have already been demonstrated before. Just crochet according to the pattern chart. I've already crocheted mine. Now let's work on the 6th round. This round is worked even, single crochets only, meaning 1 stitch to another. Total stitches are identical to the previous round. Join with a slip stitch. The 6th round is complete. The following rounds are worked even. Just crochet according to the pattern chart until finished. I've already completed mine. Once done, chain 1 to secure. Leave a 5 cm tail and cut the yarn. Now let's crochet the 13th round. Here I'm demonstrating with a swatch, so fewer rounds are made. Change colors for this round. Take the corresponding yarn. Join the yarn into the back loop of the first stitch. Make 1 beginning chain. Work 1 single crochet in the same position. Work 1 single crochet decrease on the left side. Insert the hook into the back loop on the left side. Pull the yarn through. Then insert into the adjacent back loop. Pull the yarn through. There are 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all loops at once. Single crochet decrease completed. Continue with 1 single crochet on the left side. This completes 1 group of stitches in the brackets on the chart. Let me demonstrate another group. 1 single crochet. 1 single crochet decrease. 1 single crochet. Then repeat this group as shown in the demonstration. Complete this round. Join with the first stitch using a slip stitch. Round 13 is now completed. Next, work the second to last round. Make 1 beginning chain. First, pick up the back loop of the stitch from the previous round and work 1 single crochet. Then work 1 single crochet decrease. This completes 1 group within the parentheses. Continue repeating this group as demonstrated to finish the round. The second to last round is now completed. Take the fiber fill and stuff it in. Pay attention, only add a small amount of stuffing here. Just enough to slightly shape it. In my swatch, I added more stuffing for convenience during the following demonstration, so it's fuller. The final round is worked into the back loops only. Simply work single crochet decreases one after another. This completes the last round. Leave a 15 cm yarn tail and cut the yarn. Thread the yarn through the darning needle. Pass through the back loop of each stitch. Gently tighten. This closes the opening neatly. Once the main part is completed, now let's crochet the acorn cap. Take the yarn. Locate the front loops left from round 12. Join the yarn in the first stitch to the left of the slip stitch mark. Make one beginning chain. Work one single crochet in the same position. Then crochet 4 chain stitches. On the left side, pick up the front loop and work one single crochet and 4 chain stitches. Then continue with the pattern of one single crochet and 4 chain stitches to complete this round. Finally join with the first stitch using a slip stitch. This completes the first round. Now crochet round 2. Carry the yarn across. Crochet 1 chain. You can make it a bit loose. Then, pick up the front loop from the previous round and make 1 slip stitch. This completes the yarn carry. Make 1 beginning chain. Follow the pattern of 1 single crochet and 4 chain stitches to complete this round. Then join with the first stitch using a slip stitch. Continue to crochet round 3, using the same yarn carrying method as round 2. First carry the yarn across. Chain 1. Then pick up the front loop and make 1 slip stitch. Then follow the pattern of 1 single crochet and 4 chain stitches to complete this round. The third round is complete. Now crochet the final round. First carry the yarn across. Then follow the pattern of 1 single crochet and 4 chain stitches to complete this round. The final round is completed. The crocheting method for the acorn cap is finished. Don't cut the yarn. Move on to crocheting the acorn stem. Chain 5. Then from the second stitch from your hook, pick up one strand on the top of the chain, and crochet slip stitches in each stitch. Note that the slip stitches should not be too tight. Once completed, leave a 15 cm tail. Thread the needle. Secure and hide the tail. Move the yarn to the tip of the acorn stem. Trim off the remaining yarn. Once the acorn is crocheted, sew it onto the corresponding motif on the front body. Please refer to the chart for details, or you can sew it according to your preference. Below is a demonstration of the sewing method. Cut about 30 cm of same color yarn as the acorn cap. First secure the yarn tail on the inside of the garment. Then take the acorn and sew it to the motif. You can refer to the finished product for placement, or arrange it according to your preference. Sew a few stitches where the acorn meets the motif to secure them together. There's no specific method required for sewing, just make sure it's securely attached. You can also sew one stitch to fix the stem. Finally, tie a knot on the wrong side and weave in the end. That concludes the making method for one acorn. Next, follow the same method for the rest. Complete the remaining acorns. Now let's learn how to crochet the leaves. Use the foundation chain method. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise along the starting chain. The new stitch techniques used are ch1 picket and treble crochet. Now let's show. Take the yarn. First make a foundation chain. Then make one beginning chain. From the second stitch from your hook, pick up one strand on the top of the chain, and make 4 slip stitches in a row. Note not to tighten. On the left side, work 1/2 double crochet. 1 double crochet, 3 chains. At the placement of stitches for the double crochet, make 1 slip stitch. On the left side, work 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 treble crochet, this completes 1 treble crochet, chain 4, make 1 slip stitch at the placement of stitches for the treble crochet. On the left side, work 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 treble crochet, 4 chains, 1 slip stitch. This slip stitch is worked at the insertion point of the previous stitch. On the last chain on the left side, make 1 slip stitch. Chain 3, 4 double crochets. Three chains, 1 slip stitch. Then rotate the piece. On the left side, pick up the other 2 strands of the chain, and work 1 slip stitch in each. Pay attention not to insert into the same stitch as these 4 double crochets. Then chain 4. Work a treble crochet in the same stitch. On the left side, work 1 double crochet in each. 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet. Then refer to the chart, crochet symmetrically on the other side. When completed, do not join with the first stitch using a slip stitch. Leave a 30 cm yarn tail for sewing. This completes 1 leaf. Repeat this process. Crochet the remaining amount of leaves and set aside. Then sew the leaf onto the top of the acorn. Starting position should correspond to the stem. Refer to the finished product for the same shape, or sew according to your personal preference. When sewing the leaves, pick up the loops on the backside surface, and sew to the motif. The starting position of the leaf can be roughly matched with the stem position. Now complete the rest on your own. That concludes the explanation for the leaves. Finally, at the position corresponding to the buttonholes on the front band. Sew on the buttons using the same color yarn as the front band. First secure the yarn tail on the wrong side, then pull out the needle and begin sewing. Note: make sure the flowers are positioned correctly when sewing. Don't sew them crooked. Now complete the rest on your own. That concludes the explanation for the buttons, and that concludes the decorations. Up to this point, the entire garment has been fully explained. If you have any unclear parts during the crocheting process, don't hesitate to join our Facebook group to get supports. Don't hesitate to join our Facebook group to get supports. Susan's family, supporting your handwork experience, sharing the joy of life. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next episode.